just made this.
Dun dun dun. What up, my good people? It's your boy Art Czar back with you live in effect for yet another coach reveal and review of a wonderful product. I can go on and on about the intro, but I cease to amaze myself with this stuff, so I'll just cut that short. People. Man, I have something here that's going to be hot off the press. I think you guys are going to enjoy this piece. It's at the Coach store. Actually, let's just back it up. Before I even went to the Coach store, I got a call from a Coach rep, of course. She says, hey, my Coach rep LJ, she called me down and said, we have something in for you that I think you'd like. It's on sale. Come down to the retail store, take a look, and we'll hook you up. So obviously, you know, your boy had to go down and handle that. So obviously, I don't waste any time when I get those types of calls because I know it's something good from her. She always takes care of me down there. So I'm always on top of my game at the retail store with those reps. They don't play around. So let's unbag and reveal this particular item. What do we have here, people? Bang! I could do that all day. What we have here, my good people, is the Rivington backpack in monochromatic white calf, or rather the sport calf leather. This is an amazing item. I'm gonna tell you right now, people, man, the way this thing feels, wow, I was a little concerned because they ripped me off from my dust bag. She said, oh, don't worry, come back, get another gift, get your dust bag. Normally my dust bags come inside of the bag. For some strange reason this time, it wasn't one in there. I was completely lost for words about it because I can't store this like this. Look at the color of it. It would ruin it. I'd get a scratch or some coloring on there. I'd be angry for a while. So anyway, let's get into this particular item, guys. Sport calf. Very, very soft, very, very supple. It kind of reminds you of a softer version of the glove tan leather in all of my other bags. But this one is very, very deceiving upon looking at it. One of the things about Coach that I actually really love when I look at these bags, they'll have these little, you see these buckles, the clips, the fasteners. The thing about it is you think in your mind that this was a piece of plastic, but it's not. It's metal. It's a monochromatic white leather. White coating is what it is. It's like a sandblasted coating on this thing. It's awesome. As you can see, the guy got it customized like I always do. I got to stand out from the crowd when I'm on this thing. You got your, let's start here first. You have your raised emblem. This is the Coach. It's like I would say, if I had to say what this was, it's kind of like a rubber. Like a hard cast rubber, and you see it's got your C and your O and then your A and then your C and your H right there for Coach. Look at the stitching. That's the first thing that jumped right out at me when I saw this, jumped off the page. Very thick double track stitching. The nylon stitching is thick. This separate plate at the bottom for your base of the bag is separate. It's not one full piece as part of this particular item. It is actually a cut separate on this particular item. It goes all the way to the base of this particular bag where it has its own tubing, whatever have you, for extra support, for form factor, I would imagine. On the sides, as you can see, it has these wonderful thick pockets. And obviously this has never been carried before, so obviously I'll have to condition it before I take it out. Like I always do, it has a side fastener, gunmetal colored side fastener. The pockets are pretty deep. I would give these pockets a good 5.5, 6 inches on the sides. Very well stitched. This back plate obviously is very well stitched also with single track stitching, nylon stitching for the wind sail stitch, nylon stitching and thread. So it's some of the strongest stuff you're going to find. I think the paratroopers use this on their parachutes and so forth and so on. So let's flip it over. What we have on the back, well, it's the same sport calf on the exterior of the shoulder strap. Now on the interior, you'll see it has this perforated mesh. Same thing on the perforated mesh on the back plate. Obviously reduces the heat factor when you're carrying it, so your back won't sweat out. You won't sweat out the back of your shirts, etc., etc., etc. Now here's what I do like about these bags. Most of my backpacks from Coach actually come with this side zipper, so you can access the interior of the bag without having to unbuckle the top from the clamshell design. So you can instantly access the interior of this bag without having to take everything out, unbuckle it, unfasten it, yada, 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 you know? So let's go to the top and the sides. What we have here, let's unbuckle her. Okay, so yeah, what's happening is you unbuckle these metal clips, the clamp fasteners, and then you'll notice, again, this looks like plastic, but it's not. It's also metal. It's a metal, I don't even know what you call this thing, a drawstring clamp, or I remember back in the days, you buy the Jordans, you'd have these on the shoestrings. I forget the name of this thing, so please don't dink me in the comments for not knowing the name of this thing, guys. I usually know everything, but I don't know this, so I'm not a wizard. But anyway, the drawstring is very thick nylon cord. This particular clip, as you can see, again, it is metal. I'll use this factory to show you. See that? Both of those are metal. So you're getting very high quality stuff here, as you already know with Coach. If I go here, look at the underbody of this. You have the Coach logo in wordplay that's basically fabric lined inside of the interior of the bag. Is a very soft, well, it's not soft, but it's softer than a piece of regular material. I would say it's more like a nylon or something, but it's very nice. It's very nice, very well stitched. The underbody of that clamshell from the top, look at that. See that nylon stitching? It basically corresponds through the rest of the bag. Now, what would have made it cool if they would have went with the contrast stitching? Oh my goodness, man, this thing would have been jumping. It would have been popping had they did that. But your boy is not fretting in any capacity, any event. I love it either way it goes. I'm going to be happy one way or the other. But, you know, sometimes it would have black contrast stitching. It would have corresponded very well. But guess what? The number 79, that's a personal number of mine, as a matter of fact, because I love that number. That's the reason why I'm here. Anyways, now here's something that's strange. If you look at this this top lip of the bag, where the eyelets are, where this nylon is coming through, this is more like it's definitely not a tumbled leather on the top here, although it gives the impression that it is. You can see look at that. Look at that top grade sport calf. That's top grade leather right there, man. This is not cheap stuff you'll find on a pair of those Payless shoes. And no knock to you guys out there that wear the Payless shoes. I'm not dissing you by far, so don't take it the wrong way. I just mean it's a different kind of leather. So what I'm saying is it's just a contrast from the leather on the sport calf on the bottom. I can't say it's the same leather, but yet then again I can. It almost appears as if they had a very unused portion of the cow, I would imagine, and then they had one piece that had been laying there. I don't know, maybe it got tumbled a little longer, or maybe the stitching guy was using it for something else. I have no idea, but it's still very nice. It has a lot of character too when you bend it. That's what I do like about it. This one has the character as well. You can see the grain pattern inside of that as you flex the leather. It's basically skin, as you know. And for you guys that don't understand the difference in the leathers, you have your top grade, full grain, and then you have your genuine leather, which is the worst stuff you can ever buy. Your top grain and your full grain leather are going to be the top part of the cow, where they shave off the impurities, but at the end of the day, you have the top part of the thick of the skin, which is what you want in a bag like this, because it's going to last forever. And, you know, obviously, and the thing about it is, if this bag ever gets, I would say, marks on it from a pen or some type of anything, I get a hole punched in it or something like that, obviously, Coach offers the lifetime cleaning and repair for your bags. You can't beat that. I don't know of any other companies that are doing that. I think your LV does it. I believe Gucci does it. I'm not sure. Maybe MCM, they might do it. I don't know if there's an MCM store because I've never seen one. Obviously, I go to the Coach stores anywhere in any city that I go, even in the airport. But they do have that service in Coach. So points to Coach for that. Interior of the bag. As you can see, it fits a 15-inch laptop in this back sleeve. Now here we go with this paper again, guys. I just broke it out of the bag. You saw it. I didn't have a chance to go through and get all this paper out of it, but you know what? Normally for places, I don't take the paper out, but I'll go ahead and do it right now. Just for form factor or whatever have you. So you can see the interior of this bag has a pocket slip right there. You can slide anything in there, calculators, phones, whatever you have, pens, slices of paper, whatever you have, envelopes. All that can fit right in this little back plate. Right here, obviously, you want this to obviously function for your laptop. So you don't want to have a whole lot of stuff in there but that item. And again, there's that zipper cutout that I showed you earlier. That punch out forward keeps the bag secure and easily accessible. This is a very deep bag. It's a zipper portion right here on the front. You see that Coach emblem is actually corresponding throughout the entire bag. Very deep. This bag is not small. For all you guys that think you're getting a little tiny bag, not the case. En contraire, mon frère. No, you're going to get a very, very big bag. And you're going to be able to put a lot of stuff in it. Look how wide and deep this thing is. It's a very, very tall bag. I'd say it about 16, 17 inches tall. Or I would say around that. Well, let me take that back. Now I give it about 18 or 19 inches tall. It's big. It's not a little bag at all, guys. You're going to get about 10 inches in width. You're going to get some very good carry out of this bag. And I just love the interior because that Coach logo corresponds throughout the entire bag. It is something to marvel at. Then, if you go to your interior zippers, which obviously are all contrasting or the same color of the monochromatic white, and then you have that gray, that off gray. See how that looks against that zipper track? That's kind of cool. And you do have a zipper here that goes all the way down in here. That's a good 9 or 10 inch deep zipper pocket. And then you have your pocket flaps here with your slits or your slots. I usually put my Surface pen or my pens in places like this. Here you can put your chewing gum and your hand sanitizer. You can stick your mask in this pocket here. Your pandemic masks. And then anything else kind of, flows into these pockets. You can put anything in there. Just use your imagination. Answers that. So the long and short of this thing is, guys, this is an awesome item. I'm so glad to have gotten it. I got it on sale. I got it 50% off. This bag generally runs, let's look at the price tag. On a good day, you're going to pay about 600 and some change for this with the taxes. I got it for 50% off. There's some still left online, as a matter of fact. So I don't know how long it's going to last because it said a few left. I looked on there a little bit ago to check, just so I can give you guys, obviously, the most recent information about this thing in case you're wondering about getting one. Just wanted you to be able to see it for yourself. I forgot to mention, and I like the handle tab here. It's also got, now this is the gray. It's the same color as the perforated back, as well as the underflap nylon and inside of the bag for the lining. It's the same thing. It's the same color, but it's leather though. It's definitely the sport calf leather. It's not the monochromatic white. It's very well stitched, as you can see. Has that nice single track stitching on there. Very, very well attention to detail. How they do this, man. These guys don't play around. You can see that. I mean, it's awesome, man. I mean, you cannot go wrong with a Coach item. I don't know how many ways I can say it, guys. I'm not gonna keep telling you. You guys are going to eventually have to go out and grab you an item. If you haven't done it yet, I really, really hope that my channel has served as the inspirational piece for you guys to go out and get excited about getting a Coach item. I have too many of them. And, you guys will tend to learn over time, study long, study wrong. And then I get comments all the time. Guys will come back and say, hey, man, is that bag still available? Blah, blah, blah. And this is for a video I made 8 months ago. And I'm like, I can't make it rain, my brother. Or sister, I can't help you with that. You have ample opportunity when I drop these videos to get right on it if you have the means. Sometimes the means are hard. Coach is not cheap. It's definitely not classified as the upper echelon of the bags, although I think it's just a matter of just your personal opinion and taste. But in terms of quality, there's no one beating Coach, man. I'm sorry. You can get anyone. I'll put Coach up against any company out there in terms of quality, and you won't find anyone that really can knock them off their perch. They're on that pedestal because they deserve to be there. They take very good care of their people. The stock is doing very well. If you haven't gotten your Coach stock, guys, go out and get you some Coach stock. Tapestry ink. It's where you want to look at the ticker symbol. Get on that too. So if you're going to invest in the company, go all the way. Don't go halfway, guys, because of items like this. They're here for a reason, and they're very well made. Okay, so guys, that's it for this particular item. It is the Rivington backpack in the monochromatic white sport calf leather. And guys, I want you to do me a favor: like, share, and subscribe to the content, and leave me a comment down below. I really want to hear back from you guys about what you think about this thing. Put a lot of time and emphasis into these things, and I want you guys to love it just like I do. But in terms of that, it's your boy Art Czar with another Coach Review and Reveal, and I'm out. Peace.